And now for today's starting lineups. Starting off with our visitors, Hunterdon Central. Number 2, Nikki Constantini. Number 13, Katie Schwartz. Number 20, Jackie DeVore. Number 21, Liz Kellogg. And number 23, Bethany Ramos. Hunterdon Central's coached by Jim Casitano, Adam Connolly, and Jess Ludwig. And now for your Lady Highlanders. Starting off with number 22, Chelsea Keyswetter. Number 23, Carly Pfeiffer. Number 15, Emily Schmidt. Number 42, Jillian Abbey. And number 4, Mia Ferdinand. Lady Highlanders are coached by Coach Chris Eckert, Rob Ritter, and Fernando Mello.
Underway here from the hill. As you just heard our athletic director call out our starting lineups, starting with the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Number 2, Nikki Constantini. Number 13, Katie Schwartz. Number 20, Jackie DeVore. Number 23, Bethany Ramos. And number 21, Liz Kellogg. For the Governor Livingston Highlanders, number 42, Jillian Abbey. Number 4, Mia Ferdman. Number 22, Chelsea Keyswetter. Number 23, Carly Pfeiffer. And number 15, Emily Schmidt. Should be a good game today. Two closely matched opponents, similar records, 7-12 and 8-12. So we'll see a nice competitive game here as the Red Devils will win the ball first, and Ramos will go up for an immediate layup, and Hunterdon Central will take an early 2-point lead. Less than 10 seconds into the game. Pfeiffer surveying. She'll flip out right to Schmidt. Schmidt underneath to Abby. Abby back out to Schmidt. Schmidt will shoot. That'll find iron, and it'll be recovered by Ramos for the Red Devils. Jackie DeVore will take it up. She'll survey. Directing. Flipping out to Schwartz. Schwartz under pressure. She'll flip it back up top. It was almost stolen there, but no luck. Tipped there. No luck for the Governor Livingston Highlanders. DeVore pressed. GL putting up a great defensive effort here. Stalling the Red Devils. Constantinini out to DeVore. Sorry, that was Ramos. Ramos to DeVore. DeVore back to Ramos. Ramos. It'll end up with Constantinini. Ramos will get it back. She'll drive mid-range. It's good. Hunterdon Central will take a 4-point lead with 1 minute 30 into this game. Carly Pfeiffer will take it up here. She'll take her time. Flip it out to Schmidt. Schmidt will take a 3, no good, off iron. Keyswetter will get the rebound under, layup, good. Governor Livingston putting up their first points of the game here. It is 2-4 in favor of the Red Devils. DeVore bringing it up here. She'll hand it off to Ramos. Screen set by Kellogg. That shot up and no good. Governor Livingston will take possession. Pfeiffer to bring it up here once again. She'll be bringing it up all game until she gets taken out. Trying to flip to the corner to Ferdman, doesn't work. Ramos will take it, drive to the net, lays up, no good, off glass. Pfeiffer will get the rebound, and she'll be fouled by Ramos. So that'll be the first team foul of the game for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, and Governor Livingston will retain possession. Pfeiffer taking her time once again. Trying not to make a mistake, she seemed to there. Almost, I think it went off her foot. Ferdman driving to the basket. She'll flip it to Schmidt in the corner. Schmidt for three, no good, air ball. Ferdman flipping to Kieswetter, and no good there. Kieswetter will foul number 2, Nikki Constantinini. So Governor Livingston will pick up their first foul of the game, and Kieswetter will pick up her first personal. DeVore to bring the ball up. She'll take her time. She'll drive left. Flip it to Schwartz. Constantinini in the corner. She'll take a three, no good. Pfeiffer will get the rebound. She'll drive. Flip it to Schmidt. Schmidt will try to go baseline, no good. She'll flip it back out to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Ferdman. Ferdman driving. Flip it to Kieswetter. Kieswetter trying to find an option. She'll get it to Abby. Abby back to Ferdman. Top of the key. Pfeiffer. That was to Kieswetter. Kieswetter taking the corner three, no good. Ferdman will get it. She looked for a second there, but she'll ultimately pull it back out. End up with Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer three. It's good! That's a three for Carly Pfeiffer. Sinking that one, nothing but net. Governor Livingston takes the lead for the first time this game with a score of 5-4. 4:24 left in the quarter. Ramos with the ball now. The most deadly player. Knocked away there by Kieswetter. Won't deter. She'll drive, put up a layup. It's no good. That'll be tipped, and it'll go out of bounds for a Hunterdon Central inbound. Jillian Abbey didn't seem to be pleased with that. She believed the ball had gone off of Liz Kellogg. But I'm not one to disagree with the man in the stripes who made the call. So Hunterdon Central would go to Ramos. Ramos to Schwartz. Schwartz back out to Ramos. Ramos driving, she'll flip it out to Constantinini. Constantinini three, air ball. It'll be picked up by Schwartz. Back up to Ramos. Ramos top of the key, three, it's good! Hunterdon Central regains the lead, 7-5. Pfeiffer will slow it down here as each team's respective coaches barking out orders. We'll go to Schmidt, back to Pfeiffer, all the way back to Schmidt. Ferdman, top of the key, she'll drive. Look to put up a two, and that'll be a travel there. Ball was knocked out of her hands after she took one too many steps. So it'll be Hunterdon Central ball. Jackie DeVore bringing it up here, number 20. She'll drive left, flip it to Ramos. Ramos, flip it to Constantinini. Constantinini under to Kellogg. Schwartz with the three attempt, and no good, out of bounds. Knocked out by GL. Jackie DeVore is taken out here for Maggie Scally. Ball inbounded to Schwartz, and that is good for two. Hunterdon Central will extend their lead 9-5, 4-point lead now. Pfeiffer taking it up. Just over 3 minutes left in the first period. Ferdman trying to make a move. She'll drive, she'll flip it out to Schmidt. Schmidt driving. She'll bounce it to Abby. Abby looking for an option. She'll get it back to Schmidt. Pfeiffer will take it baseline, and she will be fouled by number 2, Nikki Constantinini. Hunterdon Central will pick up their second team foul of the game. Constantinini will pick up her first personal. 2:45 left. GL to inbound to Ferdman. Ferdman three, no good, off glass. Hunterdon Central will get the ball. Schwartz bring it up. Ramos driving right. Screen set by Kellogg is with Constantinini. Constantinini under. It'll end up with Kellogg again. Kellogg trying to flip it out. Almost lost possession there. Number 24, Scaly, up for the layup and 2. Hunterdon Central gets into the double digits. They're 11-5 right now with the lead over Governor Livingston. 2:10 left in the first. Governor Livingston needs to put some points up here. They haven't since the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. Schmidt back to Ferdman. Ferdman into Pfeiffer. That one was tipped. It didn't matter. Abbey in the post. No good. Pfeiffer 3. No good. That'll bounce off iron and ball will be tipped and out of bounds for a Hunterdon Central inbound. Coach Eckert didn't seem to agree with that call. And Grace Don will get ready to come in now, and she'll sub out Jillian Abbey. So we'll see the first time for number 13 for Governor Livingston, Grace Don. Ramos bringing it up. She's calling out her play. She'll flip it to Constantinini. Constantinini will look for her in the corner. Ultimately flip it back to her at the top of the key. She'll find Schwartz. Schwartz to Scally. Scally back to Ramos, back to Kellogg. Ramos, pull up mid-range, it's good! Solid swish there by Ramos. She's Hunterdon Central's leading scorer across the season and in this game, and it's easy to see why. 14 points per game. Pfeiffer flipping out to the corner to Ferdman. Just a bit too much heat on that pass. Ferdman couldn't get a solid handle on it, and it'll go out of bounds for another Hunterdon Central inbound. Governor Livingston having some scoring troubles here early. They haven't been able to put up a point in the last 2 minutes, for certain. Scally, corner 3, no good. That'll find iron. It'll be Kellogg. Kellogg will flip it out to Constantinini. Constantinini to Ramos. Ramos back to Constantinini. That one was knocked away. Kellogg to Ramos. So that was Schwartz to Ramos. And that shot up and out of bounds. Off iron. Governor Livingston will inbound it once again. Governor Livingston, we'll see if they take a fast approach to try and get 2 possessions in the 40 seconds left, or if they'll take their time. Ferdman back to Pfeiffer. That one knocked away by Ramos. Ramos underneath to Scally. Scally for 2. She'll be fouled by Schmidt. Second team foul of the game for Governor Livingston, and the first foul, I believe, for Schmidt of the game. Scally will head to the line and shoot 2. She'll make her first. No good on the second, off iron. Hunterdon Central will retain possession. It'll end up with Ramos, their playmaker. Ramos will flip it to Constantinini. She'll put up a shot. No good there. Grace Don with the rebound. She'll flip it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer driving, 15 seconds left. That one knocked away. Pfeiffer, she'll take it back. Bounce pass under to Schmidt. Schmidt with the rebound, the layup, no good. She gets the rebound and tips it out. It'll end up with Ferdman. 3 seconds left. Ferdman driving. A little bit of a floater there for Ferdman, and she'll sink it in with the second left. So Governor Livingston has 7 points in the first quarter, with Hunterdon Central having 14 and the lead. GL already seeing some scoring problems here. Notably, Mia Ferdman didn't have much of an involvement during the first bit of the game. You'd like to see her get involved more, considering she is the leading score maker for this Governor Livingston team.
Senior cheerleader to celebrate this afternoon. You can have your eyes at center court. Leah is celebrated not just for her hard work and dedication, but for the laughter and light she brings to every practice, game, and competition. Her unwavering commitment and infectious sense of humor have made her an irreplaceable part of the team, always lifting spirits even on the toughest of days. As she leaves behind this chapter, her work ethic and bright energy will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. Leah Brogdon.
Bit of appreciation here for one of our senior Governor Livingston cheerleaders in between the first and second period. to go back to what I was saying before the PA gave his little speech. You'd like to see Mia Ferdman get a bit more involved, considering she is the leading scorer for this Governor Livingston team, 12.5 points per game. She's got 226 points on the season. She leads the team in a lot of categories. She leads the team in 2 points made, 3 points made, free throws attempted, points, steals, and points per game. So you'd like to see her get a bit more involved here. She's also committed to the Rochester Institute of Technology, which is a D3 school for women's basketball. Trying to get Ferdman involved there, but it didn't work. It'll go Hunterdon Central's way. Scally in the corner. She'll drive. That ball goes off the foot, and it'll be a kick ball on GL. That ball was kind of thrown right on her foot. Didn't think there was much of a way she could have avoided that. So, unlucky turn there for GL. Thought they could have gotten the ball back, but they won't. It'll stay with Hunterdon Central. Under to Scally. Layup no good. Don will get the ball. Scally trying to force a jump ball, but she won't succeed. Pfeiffer will bring it up. She'll survey. Wait for an option. She'll flip it out to Don. Too much heat on that one once again. We've seen 2 passes from Carly Pfeiffer just be a bit too hot and go straight in and out of the hands of her intended receiver. So GL will retain possession. I guess someone from Hunterdon Central must have tipped the ball. They'll run it with Don in the corner. Don will flip it to Schmidt. Schmidt will flip it back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer back to Schmidt. Sorry, Reynolds. I couldn't quite see the number. I thought that was Emily Schmidt. It is Mackenzie Reynolds in the game. She just replaced Schmidt, I believe. And there's a foul there on the Abby layup attempt. Jillian Abbey, she's a bit of their under the net presence. She's got 96 rebounds. She leads the team currently. And she's got 9 blocks, which is also a team leading stat. She'll get ready for her first. And she'll sink it. So it'll be 8-14 with the Red Devils holding the lead. Ferdman will come out there as Key Sweater checks back in. And Abby, no good on the second. So Hunterdon Central will get the ball back. Jackie DeVore will bring it up here. She'll flip it to Kellogg. Kellogg will hand it back to her. She'll go for a layup, no good. She'll be fouled by, I believe that was Reynolds, number 24. So GL will pick up their second team foul of this quarter. And Jackie DeVore will step up to the line to shoot 2. She'll sink the first. And there's the second. So she'll extend the lead to 16. Correction. She'll extend the lead to 8 for Hunterdon Central. Score is 16-8. Pfeiffer having a bit of trouble with Hunterdon Central going full court press. She'll finally get it up. She'll flip it to Reynolds in the corner. Reynolds driving baseline. She'll try to fifth the Key Sweater, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by, can't see the number. It'll be knocked out of bounds by Hunterdon Central. That's number 13, I believe, Katie Schwartz. Inbound here by Reynolds. Reynolds to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer trying to have an option. She'll drive, layup, no good off glass. It'll stay GL possession. Great rebound there by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer from the corner for 3. It's good! Carly Pfeiffer with the 3. She'll put GL within 5-point striking distance of Hunterdon Central. The score is 11-16. Coach Eckert seemingly displeased with his defense. Ramos will get the ball. Hunterdon Central's leading scorer right now. She'll get it back from Constantinini. She'll flip it out to DeVore. DeVore will go cross court. It'll end with Constantinini. Constantinini will take an open 3. No good off iron. And it'll go out of bounds. Deflected by a GL player. It'll be a Hunterdon Central throw-in. there were 3 GL players in the area there and 1 Hunterdon Central player. Not sure really who hit it, but ref says white, so we'll go with that. Constantinini in the corner. She'll flip under to Schwartz. Schwartz, a layup, and fouled. So for the second time this period, Hunterdon Central will step up to the line and shoot 2. This time it is Katie Schwartz. Katie Schwartz is 22 for 42 on her attempts this season as she missed her first. She'll take her second here. Second one is good. So Hunterdon Central will have a 6-point lead on GL again. Ball inbounded to Dawn. She had a bit of trouble there, double teamed, but she'll get it up anyways. Dawn out to Ferdman. Ferdman trying to drive. She'll flip it to Abby. Abby flip it back out to Ferdman. Looked for a 3 there. She didn't take it. Almost lost possession. She'll go for another layup, and it'll be no good off glass. Hunterdon Central regain possession. DeVore with the ball. She'll flip it out to the corner to Schwartz. Back to DeVore. To Kellogg, to DeVore, Kellogg again, and Kellogg will be fouled on the layup attempt. Where Jillian Abbey is Governor Livingston's under the net presence, Liz Kellogg is Hunterdon Central's. She is quite a bit taller than most of the other players on this court, and she, I believe, is leading the team in rebounds. Correction, Katie Schwartz is leading the team in rebounds, number 13. Kellogg is second with 129. She missed her first. Second here is also no good. So wasted trip to the line there as Ferdman will get the rebound after a tough battle. She'll flip it to Schmidt. Schmidt to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to drive. That ball knocked away. It'll be Hunterdon Central ball. Ramos in the corner. Looking for a shot or a pass option. And a reach in there by Grace Don. She didn't like that call, but it'll happen anyways. So that'll be the 4th team foul for Governor Livingston, getting into a bit of foul trouble here, not even halfway through the period. Over the top to Schwartz. That ball blocked. Attempt from Kellogg, no good. GL trying to get a tip, not a tip ball, a held ball, no good. Flip out to Ramos. Ramos for 3, in and out. To Kellogg underneath. That one is good. Hunterdon Central has 19 points. Governor Livingston 11. They have a 7-point lead. Correction, 8-point lead. I seem to be fulfilling the role of messing up math that Aaron Jolly would usually fill as that ball over the top and tipped out of bounds by number 2, Nikki Constantinini. So it'll stay GL possession. Schmidt will come to rebound it. Schmidt into Reynolds. Reynolds to Don, and Eckert will take a timeout. Exactly 4 minutes left in this first period here. Governor Livingston getting into, as opposed to scoring trouble, although they have had scoring trouble as well, they're getting into a bit of foul trouble here, which is something we usually only see from the boys team, as they already have 4 team fouls through the first 4 minutes of this period. So a bit unprecedented for this team. I'm not sure they've ever reached 4 team fouls this quickly, but we'll have to see how this affects their play for the rest of the game. Or, sorry, not rest of the game, rest of the period. As they'll likely be trying to get up a few more points and not allow Hunterdon Central to extend the lead, because that's common game sense. Could be discussing any number of things during this timeout. I would like to guess that he's discussing scoring and their playmaking, considering that is what they need to improve on most. Foul trouble seems to be a thing isolated to this game, as I haven't seen in any of their other games, so I'm guessing scoring is what he has addressed. And GL will have the ball here on offense, so we'll see if his talk will do anything for him. That ball inbounded to Ferdman. Ferdman will flip it out to Don. Don cross court to Ferdman. Ferdman underneath to Keysweater to Reynolds. Reynolds in for the layup off glass, and it's good! If he did talk about offense, that might have just paid off, as Governor Livingston will cut the lead down to 6 here. 19-13. Ramos with the ball. Flipping out to DeVore. DeVore to Schwartz. Schwartz trying to drive. That ball knocked away. It'll be stolen by Don. That ball almost stolen again, and it'll be tipped by number 2, Nikki Constantinini. Ferdman trying to avoid tipping it out of bounds, and she does successfully, so it'll stay GL ball. Schmidt into inbound to Reynolds. Reynolds to Pfeiffer at the top of the key. Not sure when she came in, but she did at some point. Ferdman in the corner. That ball knocked away. That looked like a reach, but no call there. Reynolds to Schmidt on the outside. Schmidt, top of the key, to Ferdman in the corner. Ferdman, 3, no good. That seemed to be tipped there. Keysweater will get the rebound anyways. Reynolds for 3, no good, off iron. That rebound will be taken by Ramos, so Hunterdon Central will retake possession. Governor Livingston putting up a few shots. They just need to sink them. Good offensive playmaking. Ramos driving, trying to flip it out here to Kellogg. Direction to Schwartz. It almost went out of bounds, but Schwartz saved it and sent it directly to GL. Travel there, called on Schmidt. Picked up the ball and moved her pivot foot, so. Coach Eckert shouting out next play mentality, urging his team to not focus on what just happened and try and focus on what they're doing next, which is defense, as DeVore will bring it up here. DeVore to Schwartz. Schwartz back to DeVore. She was looking to drive there, but she was cut off. Ramos will get the ball, top of the key. She'll make a good move. That'll be to Scally, end of the net. No good. That ball knocked out of bounds by Carly Pfeiffer, or maybe she had the ball in her hand and stepped out. I'm not quite sure. Either way, it'll be Hunterdon Central ball. Scally to inbound. She'll go to Duran, who checked into the game. DeVore. Back up top to Scally. Schwartz setting a screen. No good. Scally is immediately met by Reynolds. She'll bring it back to Duran. Duran will pass it to DeVore. DeVore looking for a lane. She won't find one. Kellogg trying to body a man to get her a lane, but it won't work. It'll end up with Scally. Scally moving across the court. Closely got it by Pfeiffer. She lost the ball there on her own. That wasn't even tipped. Keysweater went in for the steal there, no good. It'll end up in the corner with Duran. Duran put up sorry, not a free throw. Duran put up a layup and it was no good. Thought we were gonna have a free throw there, but foul on the court instead. Governor Livingston has already, it will be a free throw, I was correct. Governor Livingston has reached 5 team fouls, so Hunterdon Central should be going to the line to shoot 2, I believe. They will be, it'll be Maggie Scally, number 24, stepping up. She'll miss her first. Scally, a senior on this Hunterdon Central team. She's only played in 4 games up until this point, so not sure what the story is there. Most likely she was injured. So she's getting her 5th game in here tonight. And in and out on the second. Kellogg will get the rebound and put it up for 2. Hunterdon Central will take a 21-13 8-point lead. I can do math. This ball from Pfeiffer to Reynolds. Reynolds to the corner for Schmidt. Back up to Reynolds. Reynolds to Schmidt again. Back to Reynolds, playing hot potato here. Under to Abby. Abby flipping it out to Ferdman. Ferdman, three, it's good! Mia Ferdman with a minute left in the game. Sorry, not the game, the second period. 50 seconds to half. Ramos. Back to number 13, Schwartz. She'll put up a layup and that'll go off glass and in. So Hunterdon Central will get their 7-point lead back. Pfeiffer flipping it out to Reynolds. Reynolds to Schmidt. 30 seconds left, that ball is knocked away, and foul there from Jillian Abbey. Bit of a senseless foul too. As Governor Livingston's in the bonus, Eckert pointing it out to Abbey. I'm pretty sure she already knew that, but probably just got a bit frustrated as Hunterdon Central will call a full timeout, I believe. I've already talked about Mia Ferdman, the #1 player for this Governor Livingston team, so instead I'll talk about Bethany Ramos during this timeout. Ramos also leads her team in a lot of categories, although one less than Ferdman does. She leads in 2-pointers made with 61, 3-pointers made with 27, free throws made with 27, free throws attempted with 47, points with 243, and points per game with 14, as I mentioned last time. On her current pace, she's set to beat her point total from last season by 27 points. She had 298 points last season. Ferdman, coming into this game, had 226 points. Last season, she ended with 226 points. The season before that, she ended with 227. Although, it should be noted that she doesn't lead. She has her career high on the season in every category except 3-pointers made and blocks and points this season. She has 55 2-pointers, 51 free throws made, 60 free throws attempted, 66 rebounds, 24 assists, and 21 steals. So the only area that she hasn't surpassed herself in yet is 3-pointers made, but we're seeing that she's converted all those 3-point attempts and makes to drives to the basket, which has turned out to quite a few free throw attempts, as Duran couldn't see if it was 24 or 25. Or 23 or 25. Duran on the line. She'll make her first. She'll go for a second here. She can extend the lead to 9. That'll go off iron. Rebounded by Mia Ferdman, so the lead will stay at 8. Pfeiffer to bring it up here. Look to Ferdman for a second. Fake to Reynolds. Goes to Abby under. To Schmidt. Back to Abby in the paint. That ball knocked away again. It'll go to Ferdman. She'll attempt to drive on the baseline, and she'll be fouled there as she tried to get a pass away. That foul on number 21 for Hunterdon Central, Liz Kellogg. For a second, I didn't see number 21 on my list. 10 seconds left. GL has to make a quick move. Ferdman, top of the key. She'll drive, put up a layup attempt, but that one is no good. Looked like she was almost fouled. 1 second left. Hunterdon Central won't get a shot up, so going into the half, it'll be Governor Livingston 16, Hunterdon Central 24 with an 8-point lead. We'll take a short break, and the cheerleaders will have a little performance here, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Girls basketball matchup between the Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Governor Livingston Highlanders on Governor Livingston High School television. I'm Nathan Philbrick, joined here today by no one because Aaron Jolly is shooting a game for 7/8 Sports on A Jolly Productions. You can check that out later tonight, I believe at 6. That might be wrong. You can go check out his Instagram for the actual information that is correct. Current score is 24-16 in favor of the Red Devils. Governor Livingston had some scoring problems in the first period, and then in the second period seemed to get into some foul problems. So seems like they've got problems all around in this game. We'll see if this halftime speech by Coach Eckert could set them straight, and we'll see if Hunterdon Central will continue their good play. Not much to say about it. It's been pretty flawless, as this one will end up at the top of the key with Constantinini. She'll go back to DeVore. DeVore to Schwartz. Schwartz tripped up there for a second. She'll go for a drive and a layup, and it's no good off glass. Ferdman will get the rebound. Pfeiffer bringing it up here for Governor Livingston. She'll flip it out to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to the corner for Keysweater. Keysweater back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Reynolds. Reynolds to the corner for Schmidt. That ball tipped, but it'll stay GL. Reynolds will get it back. It'll go to Ferdman. Ferdman driving. Layup here, no good off iron. Hunterdon Central will have the ball as Jackie DeVore will come bring it back up. Starting lineups out here for both teams, with the exception of Kenzie Reynolds being in. That's a three from Constantinini. Hunterdon Central scoring first here in this third period, just a minute in. They'll extend their lead to 11. It's 27-16. That bad pass there by Kellogg. Kellogg flipped to Ramos. It'll be stolen by Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer down the court to Schmidt. Schmidt couldn't get a hand on it. She tracked it all the way. It was right over her shoulder, but just didn't put her hands up to catch it. Constantinini. Inbound, Ramos to take it up. Sorry, correction, DeVore to take it up. Met by Pfeiffer. DeVore driving right. Flipping it to Schwartz. Schwartz underneath. No good, she'll flip it out to Ramos. Ramos back to DeVore. DeVore spinning. She'll find Schwartz again. Three there from Constantinini, no good, and 3-second violation, maybe, there for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, so it'll go in favor of Governor Livingston. Reynolds, back to Pfeiffer. That ball tipped by Ramos. Ramos with the lay, no good, off iron. She'll flip it out to DeVore. DeVore, midi, it's good! Governor Livingston yet to score 2 minutes into this game, or 2 minutes and 2 seconds, I suppose, if you want to be exact. 5:58 left. So Governor Livingston already down 13. Probably not the look they were hoping for when they came out of the locker room. But Eckert will call a timeout, and he'll see if he can set his team straight. Hunterdon Central is 1-5 in their last 5 games, so this is a pretty good game for them considering what they're coming off of. Their last game was a win against Lenape Valley, 41-27. Before that, they had a 5-game losing streak that lasted from, I believe, the 23rd of January to the 5th of February when they beat Lenape Valley. That ball will be stolen. Constantinini from the corner for 3. It's good! Constantinini draining another. Correction, that'll be a long 2. So it'll be 31-16. GL trying to drive quickly here. Pfeiffer with a pass, and that'll go out of bounds. Just slipped off her fingers. Hunterdon Central will get the ball back here after a sloppy GL possession. DeVore driving quickly. Underneath, Kellogg. Rebound, layup, no one there to stop her. So 33-16. 18-point lead. Nope, 17-point lead. Ferdman fouled there by Schwartz, I believe. Yes, it was Schwartz, number 13, so 1 team foul for Hunterdon Central. Pfeiffer will get the ball off the inbound and bring it up. She'll go up top to Schmidt. Schmidt almost stolen, reach in foul there by number 2, Nikki Constantinini. So that foul on the floor will give GL yet another inbound, as Hunterdon Central gets 2 team fouls. Schmidt inbound there to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to the corner to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to not lose the ball. Pfeiffer trying to find an option. She'll go to Don in the corner. Don driving baseline, layup, no good, off glass. Hunterdon Central will get the rebound. DeVore will bring it up here. DeVore driving left. She'll flip it to Ramos. Ramos, tipped there by Mia Ferdman on the pass. It was a pass attempt from Ramos to Constantinini. Ferdman just tipped it out, and Constantinini let it bounce its way out of bounds. So Hunterdon Central will retain possession. Up top, it'll end with DeVore. Back to Constantinini in the corner. She'll drive back to DeVore at the top of the key. Constantinini looked up for a 3, didn't get it. Ferdman, nice steal there. Pfeiffer will bring it up. She'll go corner for Keysweater. She'll get it back. Pfeiffer looking for an option from the top of the key. She'll go back to Keysweater again. Keysweater to Pfeiffer again. Playing a very slow hot potato. Ferdman in the corner. Back to Pfeiffer. She lost the ball, but Don will get it. Trying to force a jump ball, no good. Ferdman from 3, no good. Hunterdon Central will get the ball back. Kellogg on the rebound, and DeVore will bring it up. She's met by Pfeiffer. She'll pass it out to Schwartz. Schwartz to Constantinini. Constantinini, yet another pass stolen by Ferdman. Ferdman, great defensive presence here in this third period. Pfeiffer being the through man once more. She'll put it all the way over to Keysweater, and that one was just a bit too high. Keysweater only got a hand off it, and it rolled off her fingers. So Hunterdon Central will get the ball back. Governor Livingston still has yet to score in this third period. There's 3:24 left, so halfway through. Don will come out for Reynolds. On the floor for GL is Ferdman, Reynolds, Pfeiffer, Abbey, and Keysweater. DeVore bringing it up for Hunterdon Central. She'll flip to Ramos. Ramos, not that big of a presence here in this third period. She hasn't made a shot. DeVore flipped out to Scally. Scally, nice move there. Lane cut off by Pfeiffer, so it won't result in anything. Ramos, Hezzy there, no good. Off iron. Keysweater met. She'll roll it to Reynolds. Reynolds will bring it up, and she'll try and find an option. She'll get it to Pfeiffer near half court. Pfeiffer back to Reynolds. To Keysweater in the corner. Back to Pfeiffer again. Pfeiffer's the through man on this team. Pretty much every play goes through her when she's on the court. She'll pass it back to Reynolds. Reynolds, short flip to Ferdman. Ferdman looked like she was going for a 3. No good. She'll drive and be fouled. And one! So Ferdman will put up the first points of this game for Governor Livingston, as they have 18 points to Hunterdon Central's 33. Ferdman also stepping up to the line for her 1 extra shot, potential for a 3-point play here to cut the lead down to 14. And it's in. Didn't want to jinx her there with commentator's curse, but coming into this game, she was 51 for 60 on the free throws, which is a pretty good percentage. I believe that's just a bit above 70%. So great free throw percentage for her as she sinks yet another. Constantinini directing. She'll go under the basket, or try to, as that pass was intended for Schwartz, and it'll fly over her head, and Governor Livingston will take the ball back. Coming off of a 3-point play from Ferdman, Schmidt will inbound the ball. GL trying to get their offense going here. Reynolds should go to Schmidt. Schmidt to Ferdman. Ferdman back to Schmidt. They'll have to get it past half court, and Timeout there by Eckert to avoid the violation of time. I forget how many seconds it is. That is entirely my bad. 2:07 left here. 19-33 in favor of Hunterdon Central. That's a 14-point lead. 3 points, only 3 points have come on a singular three-point play by Mia Ferdman just about 30 seconds ago. Hunterdon Central has scored 8 here in the third period already, so they've continued their good play, and Governor Livingston sees a need to step up their scoring still. Reynolds will bring it up here as Pfeiffer's out of the game. She'll flip to Ferdman. Ferdman to Abby. Abby to Keysweater. Keysweater looking for an option. She'll go to Ferdman in the corner. Ferdman closely guarded by Scally. That's what you've got to do to stop her. You've got to keep her face guarded pretty much the entire game. She'll flip it out to Schmidt still. Schmidt, top of the key to Reynolds. Reynolds calling out a play here. Look for a drive. Schmidt in the corner. Schmidt will bring it back out. Reynolds near half court. She'll go to Ferdman. Ferdman looked for a three. No good. She'll drive. That one off glass and no good. It'll be rebounded by Scally. She'll flip it back to Ramos. So Ramos. Correction, that was DeVore. DeVore to Ramos now. Back to DeVore. DeVore to Constantinini. Constantinini back to DeVore. DeVore to Ramos, almost lost it there. She'll try to keep it in, but it'll be no good. Bit of chaos here, and Chelsea Keysweater will be fouled. Foul will go against number 13 in white, Katie Schwartz. So Governor Livingston will retain possession after almost getting a steal, losing it, and then getting another. So Reynolds will bring it up here. She'll go to Ferdman in the corner. Ferdman, look for a three. No good. She'll drive baseline as that pass will find nobody. She seemed to think she had someone out in the near corner, but no luck. So less than 50 seconds left here. 19-33 in favor of the Red Devils. DeVore to bring it up. GL pressing, and James Castorano of the Red Devils will call a timeout. I believe the refs said that there was a foul there. Eckert complaining about the amount of fouls called and pleading the ref not to give GL a foul, and I believe he will succeed in his attempt there, as he's got a good point. Governor Livingston, 0 team fouls in this third period, so they're playing quite a bit cleaner than they were in the second, but they're also not scoring as much as they should be. Hunterdon Central, on the other hand, has 4 team fouls already. They're 1 foul away from the bonus. 43 seconds left here. 30-second timeout is over. Both teams still on their benches, though. So refs will let them have a few more seconds and then try to hurry them up. As it's Constantinini for the Red Devils to inbound it. Ramos in her own backcourt. She'll bring it past midline. It'll be back to Constantinini. Constantinini to Ramos. Ramos to Scally. Scally lost the ball there, and she won't pick it back up. She almost picked it back up. It was Kellogg who picked it back up, and jump ball there called, going the way of Governor Livingston. So less than 30 seconds here. Governor Livingston probably looking to get one more play in here. Back to Don, cross court. Don will flip it out to Schmidt in the corner. Schmidt to Kieswetter. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds to Schmidt, to the corner for Schmidt. 3, no good. Rebound gotten by Kellogg. She'll flip it to Scally. Scally, last second shot there, and no good off glass. So at the end of the third period here, it'll be 19-33 in favor of the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. We'll take a short break and be right back.
It's on ESPN 8. No joke. GLTV, you're live on the YouTube channel.
White ball.
Giving a bit more time here to talk to his team, so they'll come back out onto the court a few seconds later than Hunterdon Central as we will get the fourth period started. Hunterdon Central currently leads 33-19. Duran flipping it to Scally. Scally to Ramos. Ramos looking to drive. She'll be guarded by Abby. That ball up and no good. It'll be rebounded by Duran. She'll be double guarded and that ball will be knocked away by GL into the backcourt. So Schwartz will bring it up. She'll look to drive and she'll lose the ball. It'll go out of bounds for Governor Livingston Highlanders inbound. Pfeiffer here to bring it up. Ferdman underneath to Kieswetter. Rebound, layup no good, sorry. Ferdman in the corner. She'll go to Abby underneath. And it's good! Jillian Abby using her great presence underneath the net to finally get a layup here in the game. She'll cut the lead down to 12. It's 21-33, Hunterdon Central with the lead. Ramos there on a floater, no good. Ball fought over, it's on the ground. Finally taken by Hunterdon Central, flipped out to Schwartz. She'll go for a midi, no good. It'll rebound by Kieswetter. That'll be flipped up by Pfeiffer. Great pass, Ferdman from the corner for 3, it's good! Mia Ferdman, proving her worth to this team. GL going full press here. Hunterdon Central will get the ball past half court and a jump ball will be called by one ref and a foul by the other, so. Seems the referee calling the foul will get his way. And Governor Livingston will pick up their first team foul. I didn't see who it was on, but Constantinini inbound to Ramos. Ramos flipping it to DeVore. DeVore looking for a lane. She'll flip it to Scally. Scally back to Ramos. Ramos. It'll end up in the corner with Constantinini. Looked for a 3, didn't go for it. That ball knocked away. It'll be taken by Pfeiffer, and that's a foul there. Number 2, Constantinini, fouling Carly Pfeiffer. So Hunterdon Central will pick up their first team foul of the fourth period. 6:12 left, 24-33 in favor of Hunterdon Central, 9-point lead. That's the third foul of the game for Constantinini, as Pfeiffer will get the ball off the inbound to bring it up. She'll take her time, flip out to Ferdman. Ferdman looking for an option. She'll try to go into the net for Pfeiffer. It'll be knocked away, and ultimately taken by Hunterdon Central. DeVore will take it and bring it up. 5:50 left. She'll flip it to Ramos. GL's done a good job of eliminating Ramos for this game. I don't think she scored at all this second half. She'll get the ball back here, and she'll flip it to, that was Scally with the 3. So she'll extend her team's lead back to 12, 36-24. I couldn't see the number, ref was in my way. Pfeiffer with the ball here, knocked away for a second there by Ramos. Looking for an option. She'll have Schmidt. Schmidt flipping to Abby, near paint. Ferdman, corner 3, no good off iron, and number 20, Jackie DeVore will get the rebound for Hunterdon Central. She'll flip it Constantinini, Constantinini to Ramos. Ramos trying to make a move. She'll take a 3 here. That one in and out. Rebound grabbed by Hunterdon Central. It'll be DeVore with the ball. DeVore will flip it to Kellogg. Kellogg, air ball there. Hunterdon Central will get another rebound. GL needs to pick it up, and that is a nice steal there to get Hunterdon Central off of the offense. Pfeiffer flipping to Reynolds in the corner. Reynolds underneath to Abby. Schmidt in the corner. She'll drive baseline, and she'll be fouled. Blocking foul there called. So Governor Livingston will have an inbound here from the baseline. Schmidt to inbound as Schwartz will come out for Kellogg. Pfeiffer gets the ball off the inbound and she'll lose it immediately to Ramos. Ramos driving. She fell there, lost the ball. Pfeiffer almost got the ball back. It'll end up with Hunterdon Central. That was a bit of a chaotic possession there. Constantinini with the ball now. She looks up, won't shoot. Jillian Abbey trying to get a steal here. Constantinini will flip it backwards to Ramos. Approaching 4 minutes left in the period. Constantinini to DeVore. That ball knocked away by Pfeiffer, and it'll go out of bounds for a Hunterdon Central inbound. In for Key Sweater and Reynolds, I believe. And Hunterdon Central will get a ball. Correction. We'll get a point off the inbound, 2 points on the rebound and on the layup. Bit disheveled there, trying to call out both of the substitution and the play on the floor. 3:53 left. Governor Livingston ball. 24-38, 14-point lead for Hunterdon Central. Don with the ball. She'll go to the corner for Ferdman. Ferdman looking for 3. She'll fake. Won't go. She'll flip it to Key Sweater. Key Sweater to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer making move around here. Don flipping to Reynolds. Freshman to freshman. Reynolds to Ferdman. Ferdman looking to drive. She's double teamed there. Her lane's cut off. Reynolds will get what would have been a steal for Ramos, and Ramos will knock the ball out of bounds. It'll stay in GL's possession. Don will come out for Schmidt, and Hunterdon Central will call a timeout. So Governor Livingston putting up only 5 points through the first 4 minutes and 45 seconds of the fourth period. They're going to need to up the scoring a bit more if they want to get back in this game. Hunterdon Central has a 14-point lead currently with 38 points to Governor Livingston's 24. No foul troubles for either team, as second period saw Governor Livingston get into a bit of foul trouble, reaching the bonus only about halfway through the period, and the last period saw Hunterdon Central get 4 team fouls through about 6 minutes of play. They never reached the bonus though, so they played clean defense for the rest of the period, which ultimately helped them, as GL only put up 3 points from Mia Ferdman on a singular 3-point play with a rebound, with a layup and a and one. in the corner. Ferdman driving. She'll go for a midi, no good. And it'll stay in GL's possession as that was knocked out of bounds by Scally. Mackenzie Reynolds will come out for Jillian Abbey as Eckert will try to coordinate his team quickly. Schmidt back to Ferdman once again. Ferdman, Schmidt, top of the key, 3, no good off iron. Rebound by Pfeiffer. GL will retain possession. Ball in the hands of Schmidt to Pfeiffer underneath. Pfeiffer with a layup, no good. Jillian Abbey, looks like she fouled there, but no call by the refs. Eckert seemed to be quite a bit displeased as Ramos will put up a floater, no good. GL will get the ball back. Schmidt. She'll make a move. Ferdman to the corner. 3. Off glass, no good. Kieswetter will get the rebound and she'll be fouled. So Kieswetter will step up to the line to shoot 2. With that being the third team foul for Hunterdon Central and the first for number 20, Jackie DeVore. Kieswetter will miss her first here. The lead will stay at 14. She has one more left to shoot as Schmidt and Abbey come out for number 3 on Governor Livingston, Olivia Katsoupas and Grace Don. Kieswetter misses her second, so a bit of a wasted trip to the line there. Constantinini under to Kellogg. Correction, not Kellogg, Schwartz. Schwartz will put up a layup. And Hunterdon Central will hit the 40-point mark. 2:15 left. Pfeiffer with the ball for GL. Out to Ferdman in the corner. Ferdman to Kieswetter. Kieswetter to Don. Don to Ferdman, and there'll be a foul there on Hunterdon Central, I believe. As Governor Livingston will make another substitution as Katsoupas, Kieswetter, and Don will come out for Abbey, Schmidt, and Reynolds. Ferdman for 3. She's fouled on the 3-point there. Bit of a senseless foul, so she'll step up to the line for 3. Here's her first. In and out there. Bit of a pained look on her face. Probably expected to make that one, but she's still got 2 more. Second one, no good as well. She might be getting in her own head a bit here. Here's the third. She'll sink the third, so 1 for 3. Certainly not her best work. She probably expected to go at least 2 for 3 from the line, but still not bad considering our point total. Scally underneath to 20, no good. Schwartz there for the rebound, no good. Kellogg there lost the ball. Governor Livingston will take it. 1:40 left. Pfeiffer will bring the ball up. Governor Livingston not really in this game, so they're playing for mostly just a feel-good feeling as Ferdman is fouled again, I believe, and she'll step up to the line for 2 more. She shot 3 less than 30 seconds ago as Hunterdon Central will reach the bonus with 5 team fouls. Referee thought it was a foul on the floor there, didn't realize that Hunterdon Central was in the bonus. That's the second foul on number 23 for Hunterdon Central, Bethany Ramos. Ferdman getting in her own head there. She'll sink the second though, so 1 for 2 on that attempt, 1 for 3 on the prior. Hunterdon Central will have the ball. They're probably just looking to run the clock out as there's less than 120, less than 130 left, and Hunterdon Central will call a timeout. GL seeming to improve the performance just a bit here in the fourth period, but ultimately don't believe it will be enough to overcome a 14-point lead with 1:22 left. Although if they are able to get a significant amount of fouls here, they might be able to cut the lead a bit before the end of the game, as Hunterdon Central is already in the bonus. Of course, cutting the lead will also imply them playing a pretty stout defense, which they seem to have done decently through the fourth quarter. But we'll see how it plays out. One thing that Governor Livingston defense has done a good job of is successfully neutralizing the Bethany Ramos threat in the second half, as that ball is stolen away on the pass attempt. Pfeiffer will bring it up here, 1:15 left. Pfeiffer surveying, she'll send it to Katsoupas. I believe she replaced Abby. She'll give it to Keysweater. Keysweater will flip it to Don. Don will look, she'll go to the corner for Keysweater. Keysweater faking the three there. Almost lost the ball. She'll try and go underneath to Pfeiffer, and no good on the pass. And it won't be tipped by anyone, so it'll be Hunterdon Central ball. Less than a minute left. GL will go full court press here. DeVore will get the ball and bring it up. That ball knocked away. And Katsoupas will fall on top of it, so she gets possession. Ecker calls a quick timeout so that GL maintains possession. As there are 47 seconds left in this game. I mentioned after we came out of the halftime break that I wasn't joined by any co-commentators today, as Aaron Jolly, who would usually be commentating with me, is shooting his own game, shooting and commentating his own game for 7/8 Sports. That game should be starting up, I believe, at 6, so you'll be able to catch his live stream in 10 or so minutes when he goes live. You can check him out on Instagram and YouTube at Aaron Jolly Productions. Of course, we'd love if you'd stay with us for the last 47 seconds of this Governor Livingston v. Hunterdon Central girls basketball game on Governor Livingston High School TV. Full timeout over there for Coach Eckert, so his team looking to probably put up at least 2 points, you'd think, in the last 47 seconds as the inbound goes to Pfeiffer. Just cut this lead down a bit, so looks a bit better on paper. Schmidt for three, she'll sink one. I said cutting the lead down by getting 2. A 3 works as well. 11-point lead for Hunterdon Central, it's 29-40. Ecker called an immediate timeout after that 3-point shot went in, so we'll see what he brings up here, trying to get a good defensive stop and then one last point, or one last score. Don't know if it'll be a 3 or a layup or something of that matter, with 37 seconds left. Emily Schmidt was the one who sank that shot. She suffered a injury, I believe, early in the season. Well, not an injury, I believe. I know she suffered an injury early in the season. I believe it was an ankle injury. She went through multiple surgeries to fix it, multiple other surgeries to fix what they had done wrong, and she made her return a week or 2 ago in a game that I color commentated with Aaron Jolly here on Governor Livingston High School television. And she had an immediate impact in her return. Not as much of an impact in this game today, but still notable. She's only played in 8 games up until this point, and 2 or 3 of those, I believe, have been in the last 1 or 2 weeks. So she's made a pretty decent return, as Hunterdon Central will take the inbound. Looking to force a 5-second and timeout from Hunterdon Central to avoid a 5-second violation there on the inbound. So back-to-back timeouts. I believe that's a full timeout, so I will take a quick break as we'll be back in a minute on Governor Livingston High School television on YouTube.
We were chatting at that time, I think, right? I was showing you pictures of food. They did I was sending Crystal pictures of her house for just me and Esther. I'm like, look at what I'm doing. I was watching
Hunterdon Central back out of the timeout to inbound. Going long for Schwartz. Schwartz will put a layup and it'll go no good off iron, and that'll be tipped out of bounds by Ramos. So Governor Livingston will get possession. 33 seconds left. GL looking to get some points up on the board in the last few seconds here. Oh, correction, it didn't go out of bounds, actually. It was a foul against Keysweater, so Keysweater will step up to the line to shoot 2. She'll make the first. So 30-40 here. 10-point lead for the Red Devils. No good on her second off iron. Ferdman got the ball there underneath. She seemed to think she was fouled. Seemed like she was, but referee won't call it, so it'll stay GL ball anyways. Ferdman, I'm sure, would have liked to get 2 more points up on, or potentially get 2 more points up on the free throw, but she'll get the ball off inbound. 30 seconds left. That one flipped up top. Schmidt and Reynolds seem to be confused about who was supposed to get the ball there. Both pulled away from it. So it'll bounce out of bounds and go to Hunterdon Central. Keysweater, Don, and Katsoupas will come on the court for Governor Livingston and join Pfeiffer and Ferdman. On the court right now for Hunterdon Central is Ramos, Schwartz, Kellogg, Constantinini, and DeVore, as Schwartz will get a ball there and she'll complete the layup that she was attempting on the last offensive play before GL had gotten that foul on Keysweater. Ferdman driving, layup there, fouled and one. Mia Ferdman. She has certainly been the best player for Governor Livingston here. Not that she isn't the best player for them most of the time, but certainly no ignoring her. Hunterdon Central has had to pay her a lot of attention, face guarding her pretty much 24/7, try not to allow her a lane, because if you give her space outside the arc, she'll shoot a 3, and if you give her a lane, she'll drive, so she'll sink it for the 3-point play. So it'll be 34-42, Hunterdon Central with an 8-point lead, less than 10 seconds left. They're just gonna, I would say, waste the clock out, but it doesn't seem like they're going to. 2 seconds left, and the clock will run. So, final score, 33-42. Hunterdon Central Red Devils will take the win. Thank you for watching here on Governor Livingston High School television on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram at GLHSTV. I have been Nathan Philbrick. Thank you for joining me. If you want to go check out one of the other Governor Livingston High School television commentators, you can go check out Aaron Jolly on A Jolly Productions on YouTube right now. He's currently streaming Scotch Plains v New Providence Girls Basketball at Scotch Plains. Thank you for joining me once again. Have a good night.